All right, everybody, welcome to this month's question of the month. And we've got a good one on shoulder stand, although I'm not sure how helpful I'm going to be. The question comes from Charlene. My question is in regards to shoulder stand. All the classes and videos I've seen focus on the upper body muscles and neck safety, which is so important, but I can't find anything about what to do if you can't roll up into shoulder stand. All the videos start by saying, bring your knees in, without explanation of this part. I can rock and roll to get into place, but I can't gently bring my knees in and simply roll back. I've been doing yoga for years, and some Pilates as well, but try as I might, I can't go past a certain place to get my legs up. It just stops. Maybe I still need more abs. I do have greater than 50% disc degeneration between L4 and L5. Could that have anything to do with it? Any advice would be much appreciated. Interesting question, Charlene. I'll say from the beginning, of course, everything would be easier if I could kind of see and watch where things are getting stuck. If you choose to make a little video, you could always send me a link to where it is, and I can watch it. I can come back and do a follow-up on this. That's just putting it out there. I think one is a little bit of rock and roll is okay. I can understand the part of, maybe being frustrated because you've been practicing for years. But I think a lot of people use at least a little bit of momentum at some point. But let's get a little bit more specific. I'll make some educated guesses, what I like to believe are educated guesses about what might be going on for you. Let's address the thing that you mentioned first, which is your greater than 50% disc degeneration between L4 and L5. I would say, one, just to clarify, everybody has some disc degeneration going on as they age, me included, I would assume. I don't have pictures, I don't know. You say greater than 50%. That's important relative to your age. Like, are you degenerating at a pace, or have you degenerated more than average for age? But even so, I would expect that in order for that to be blocking you from getting up into shoulder stand, there probably need to be a little bit of arthritis that goes along with it, which wouldn't be uncommon. And so there's a stiffness or a tightness or blocking. So that I would hold that as a possibility. The other thing is, because you asked about your abs and ab strength, and of course, we live in a very ab-centric society. And by that I mean we're heavily focused on the abdominals solving any number of problems. The other little small sort of trap that you fell into is, kind of thinking that more strength is what's necessary. If you've done yoga for a lot of years and you've done Pilates as well, I'm going to guess you're pretty strong already. I doubt that it's an ab strength thing. Remember, when we start in Shalabhasana, lying flat on our back, when we lie down flat on our back, as in Shavasana, to get up into shoulder stand, keep in mind that the strength in the front body is being resisted, so to speak, by the tension on the opposite side. So I would be looking at, I'm going to assume that you actually have enough strength, just based on what you wrote. I could be wrong. I would focus more on the opposite side. So one is, and the entire chain. So hamstrings open, free and flexible. Pelvis open and flexible, meaning can it rotate when you want it to. And then third, which brings us back to your low back and L4, L5, can your lumbar spine flex when you need or want it to? And then the other big restrictor that I find is the inability to move in what I'll say, mid-thoracic, mid to lower thoracic, back up into cervical. if those vertebrae, and this could be genetic, this could be structural, this could be, you know, musculature as well, if those vertebrae don't flex well also, that's also going to make it more difficult to go up. Okay, so what I would say to you is look at that back line of the body and try to get a sense of where on that back line of your body things are the tightest, and see if the point where you're getting stuck when you try to roll up is related to getting to movement in that part. That's the best advice I can give you. And I would say, you know, a small amount of momentum is totally fine to get the benefits of the posture. Okay? All right. I hope that helped. Anybody else, if you've got a question, you know what to do. Go to yoganatomy.com/my question. Submit your question, and I'll get to it on video.